Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pidlawan Rodran F. from BS Ed 3 Block 1. Our topic for today is all about the normal flora of the human body. And what is the normal flora? Normal flora it is the measure of organism regular found of any anatomical site. The human body provides any unique environments for different bacterial communities to live. The normal flora humans consist of few eukaryotic fungi and protists, but bacteria are the most numerous and obsessed microbial component of the normal flora. And normal flora microbial flora. Normal microbial flora denotes the population of microorganisms that inhabit the skin and mucous membrane of the healthy normal persons. The skin and mucous membrane always harmful a variety of organisms. Microorganisms that can be arranged into two groups, the recent and transient flora. The recent flora consists of relatively fixed types of microorganisms regularly found in a given area at a given age of disturbance in probably reestablish itself. And transient flora consists of non-pathogenic or potentially pathogenic microorganisms that inhabit the skin or mucous membrane for hours, days, or weeks. It is derived from environment that does not produce disease and does not establish itself permanently on the surface. Members of the transient flora are generally of little significance so long as the normal recent flora remains intact. However, if the recent flora is disturbed, transient microorganisms may colonize, proliferate, and produce disease. Resident flora of certain areas play a deficient roles in maintaining health and normal functions. Resident flora is believed to prevent colonization by pathogens and possibly disease through bacterial interference. Members of normal flora may themselves produce disease under certain circumstances and if removed from the restrictions of the environment and produced into bloodstream or tissue. This organism may become pathogenic. And resident flora prevents or suppresses the entry of the pathogens. This synthesizes the vitamins, especially vitamins K and several B groups vitamins. Normal flora evokes the antibodies production and colonies of some organisms. Abnormal flora have a harmful effect on the pathogens. And we have normal flora of the skin. The skin is constantly composed on its contact with the environment. The skin is particularly apt to contain transient microorganisms. The skin microbes found in the most superficial layer of the epidermis and upper parts of the hair. Fossils are gram-positive cocci and corynine bacteria such as Propionibacterium. These are generally non-pathogenic and considered to be commensal, although materialistic parasitic rules have been assigned to them. And we have normal flora of conjunctiva. The conjunctiva is relatively free from bacteria due to the presence of lysosome in the tears which flushes the bacteria. Predominant organisms of the eyes are Procella and diphtheroid strep epidermis moracella sp non-homogenic streptococci. Pathogens which do infect to conjunctiva are thought to be able to specifically attach to the conjunctival epithelium or newborn infant may be especially prone to bacterial attachment. And we have a normal flora of nose and nasopharynx. Nasopharynx of the infants is desired at the birth bowl, but it to 2-3 days in times it acquires the flora carried by the mother and attendant. The nasopharynx is the natural habits of the common pathogenic bacteria causing infection of nose, throat, bronchi, and lungs. The flora of nose harbors diphtheroids, Streptococcus and Streptococcus hypoblenus and Moracilla lacunata. And we have the normal flora of the mouth. The mouth contains micrococci, gram-positive uric spore-bearing bacilli, coliform produce and lactobacilli. The gums bucket between the teeth and crypts of the tonsil have a wide spectrum of the anormic flora like Porifrum bacilli, Tremonimis, lactobacilli, and etc. The mouth of infant is not installed at birth. It generally contains the same types of organisms as found mother's vagina. These bacteria dominate in number are replaced by similar bacteria present in the mouth of mother and nurse. Normal flora of the oral cavity, the presence of nutrient epithelial debris and secretion makes the mouth a favorable habitat for a great bacteria of, of bacteria. Oral bacteria includes Streptococcus, Lactobacilli, and Staphylococcus and Corynebacteria with a great number of anaerobes, especially bacterial. The mouth present a sensation of different ecological station with age, and this corresponding with change in the composition of the normal flora. And we have normal flora of upper respiratory tract. Within 12 hours of the birth, alpha hemologetic streptococcus are found in upper respiratory tract and they become the dominant organism of the horopronix and remains for the whole life. In the pharynx, the trachea similar flora is established smaller branching and alveolar and normal style. The lower respiratory tract trachea, bronchi, and pulmonary tissue is vertically free of microorganisms, mainly because of the different cleaning action on the gelatin epithelium which lines the tract. Any bacteria reach at lower respiratory tract a sweep upper by the action of molecularly bronchi that lines bronchi to be removed consequently by causing sneezing, swelling, and etc. And we have the flora of Gastrinia, gastrointestinal tract. It's a battlefield infant that insides contain euteric, lactobacillia, colon bacilli, and uric and anaerobic spore-bearing organism. With the change of food, flora change diet has marked influence on the composition of the intestinal and fecal flora. In the stomach, as the pH is low, the stomach is dry but as the pH increases, small insistent the number of bacteria increases progressively beyond the dominant the colon. The bacterial count is low in small intestine as compared to large intestine. Lactobacilli and enterococcus predominate in the duodenum and proximal ileum. The bacterial flora is similar in lower ileum, coccium, and rectum. The anaerobic condition and colon mainly by aerobic bacteria which utilize the free oxygen. And we have a Microbacterium exigmatis, a harmless commensal of fun and secretory or eczema of both males or female genitally. They may pose to confuse with the turbal bacilli. Female utera is either star or contain Staphylococcus epidermis. This vagina of newly born child is stirred and within 24 hours is colonized with microarchaea and troxy. In 2 to 3 days time Doreren bacillus appears. So the flora keeps on changing depending on the pH of vagina. The Doreren bacilli remain in the vagina till menopause. After menopause, flora resembles their full puberty. And that's all for today. Thank you.